blitz a lot. What have you seen from them when you watch tape on their defense?
A lot of blitzing. A lot of blitz and a lot of man. And I anticipate a little more than usual since I'm a rookie quarterback, and they're going to see how I can handle it.
Is this the most talented team you think you're going to face thus far this season?
I don't know. I'm focused day in and day out. I don't know. They're really, really good. They have a lot of really good players, well coached. It's going to be a challenge.
How often have you spoken to Josh Bynes? Do you plan to do that yet? Do you plan to pick his brain? How do you?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him yet. I'm going to. I think it'll be a good resource for me.
Have the previous 4 games shown you quite a few variables in terms of disguise coverages and things that make you feel like you'll be able to pick up what they do a little bit better?
The Ravens are unique. They present a lot of different problems we have not seen yet. But our coaches, we have a great coaching staff that is going to put together a really good game plan for us, and we're going to go out there and execute it.
Joe, how about hooking up with your ex-teammate there, Patrick Queen, the inside linebacker?
Yep, he's a great player. I'm excited to play against him. Like I said last week, there's a lot of trash talk going on last year in practice. I'm excited to play against him.
What kind of player?
You've done about everything, I think, through 4 games. But the one thing I guess we haven't seen yet is that, 40-yard deep ball over the top for a touchdown. How close do you feel like you guys are on that type of stuff? And what do you think has been missing a tick thus far?
Yeah, I don't know. We played some good DBs that haven't allowed big plays over the top, and we've been hitting the intermediate part of the field very, very well. We're something like 90% completion on intermediate, something crazy like that. So we're attacking a lot of different areas of the field.
Is that just a thing where if that's how teams want to play you and try to take the deep ball away, it's kind of like, please do for you right now?
Yeah, we played a lot of teams that play zone defense and don't give up big plays and have forced us to check the ball down and attack intermediate areas instead of go over the top.
Joe, is it hard to be patient when defenses are playing that way?
No, we've been very successful, the last 2 or 3 weeks, taking those short completions, getting 8 yards, and going 2nd and 2, 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5, just staying on track. You don't want to get in, 2nd and 12, and then teams get to their 3rd down defenses, and we've stayed on track very successfully the last couple of weeks.
Joe, I was talking to O this morning. He said that last year you kind of came. He said, "Hey, whatever you want in the offense, install it, and I'm more than happy to be your advocate and all this." And he said that you liked having the empty sets and having the running backs across the formation. Why is that? Why is that something you've enjoyed over the last couple of years?
Makes the defense declare themselves. They can't disguise things as well when you're an empty. And then teams will start to zero pressure you and blitz you a lot to try to get you out of it. And then you have to have a plan for that.
Joe Mixon got FedEx, Player of the Week, and talk about just having a guy like Joe in the backfield.
When Joe plays like that and the O-line plays like that, we're not going to lose a lot of games. And Joe's going to be a great player here for a long time. Hopefully we're together for, 10 years, 15 years. I love working with him, love playing with him. He's a great guy.
Joe, 6 years ago at your respective Elite 11 camps, you and Lamar Jackson both got cut in the regional round. I'm curious what you remember about that experience and what you learned from that experience.
Yeah, that was interesting. The Elite 11, going back, that was kind of something that fueled me early in my career. Obviously would have liked to go that, but I don't know what happened. I think it's worked out for me, though.
And to have 2 guys, you and Lamar, obviously you're here in the NFL now. What do you think that says about, what it takes at the end of the day?
It's not about the talent that you have or the amount of stars you have or anything like that. It's about the work you put in. I'm not the most talented guy in the world, but I put in a lot of work to be prepared for game day. And, I pride myself on my play and my execution of the offense. There's played with a lot of guys that can throw the ball 75, 80 yards and aren't to where I'm at now, where Lamar's at right now. So, there's a lot of different things that go into playing quarterback.
You and Lamar are going to kind of parallel each other now for what could be, a 10-year run here in the AFC North as, rival quarterbacks. How much do you look forward to this becoming one of those natural rivalries that, people have been talking about for so long in the NFL?
I'm excited to compete against him. He's obviously one of the best players in the league right now, going back the last 2-3 years, and he's unbelievable. He's fun to watch. When you watch teams that play him, I catch myself watching Lamar instead of watching the defense that I'm studying, and I have to go back and rewatch the game because I'm like, shoot, I just watched Lamar the whole time. I didn't get anything from that, hour of tape. So he's an unbelievable player. I'm excited to compete against him.
Clemson blitzed you a lot the national championship game last year, and obviously they didn't have much success. How much more sophisticated is what the Ravens do than what they did or anything else you might have seen in college football? Yeah,
the Ravens present a lot of challenges. They play their zero pressure, and, if guys get blocked, they pop out and create issues in throwing lanes. They're a really good defense that, I'm personally very excited to play against and test my skills and our team's skills and see really where we are right now.
Do you look as this as maybe the biggest challenge you've faced so far, in your short time as an NFL quarterback?
Yeah, I would say so. They're very, very talented. They have a lot of great players, and they play hard, well coached, and it's going to be a challenge for us.
Joe, over your career, how much do you relish going up against other elite quarterbacks, whether it's like at the Elite 11 or at the college level or now in the NFL? How much do you enjoy getting that game day experience of going up against the best?
Yeah, it's, a lot more pre-game talk than talk, in the game, because you're focused on what the defense is doing and what they're trying.
How do you perceive him? How does he help you in the pass game? Does it get back to that, what defenses have to declare? What does he give you specifically in the pass game?
Yeah, we kind of got on the same track last game. I knew exactly where he was going to be on every single snap, and he caught more passes. We got him more involved in the pass game. So we're starting to get a little chemistry there of just, always understanding where he's going to be. If something down the field isn't open, Joe's going to find something for me.
And they got to account for him, right? The defense, eventually has to account for him, I would think.
Yeah, you got to.
I'm sure, Joe, you're not aware of this, but you guys are the biggest underdog in the NFL this coming Sunday. How much does that get you emotionally charged up in moments like this when people kind of, I don't want to say slight you, but maybe underestimate what your team can do against another?
We don't really talk about that within the building. We're confident in our abilities and confident that, we're going to be able to go out and execute the game plan and compete within the game. So I know all of our guys are excited to play this week.
Last question for Joe.
Joe, you were wired for sound last week for the first time by NFL Films. Were you self-conscious wearing that microphone? Did you see any of the segment last night on Inside the NFL? What did you think?
I didn't see any of it. I was a little self-conscious. I get a little fired up on the sideline and during the game. So I had to watch what I said a little bit, but I did not see it. Was it good?
Yeah. Pretty good, but, some of the great material is probably left on the cutting room floor.
I'm sure it was.
All right, Joe. Thank you for your time. We
Thanks.
appreciate it.
Thanks, Joe.